It's simply the Bez. Marco Bezzecchi wins. Aprilia are back on the top step of the podium. First time they've been victorious though since Maverick Vinales last year.
I started a new adventure. Aprilia trusted in me.
Marco Bezzecchi wins the Grand Prix of Portugal. Bez wins the final Grand Prix of the season. What a way for the Noali factory to end what has been their best ever MotoGP World Championship campaign.
Which ends with Aprilia second in the Constructors' Championship and Marco Bezzecchi third in the Riders' Championship.
They feel like in 2026 they're going to have something for Ducati. They're going to have something a bit more maybe to threaten the domination.
The bike is better overall everywhere. I feel a bit more comfortable in braking. And also with the medium, when I make trail braking, I have less pushing on the front, and the front is moving less. I felt a decent step in braking. This is where I felt the biggest difference for me. It was the first time that I was developing a MotoGP bike, and wasn't easy. I was changing team, I was changing bike, so I had to learn how the bike was while I was developing already. So I tried to put all my effort to ride in the best way possible and to give them all the feedbacks. They gave me the confidence to believe in myself always a bit more, and for sure this was a big part of the journey.
I was completely astonished by the perception that I had of Marco before and what I perceive start working with him. He can give the comment in super precise way, but also give you the indication what to do. And this is not so conventional for the riders. In the process of the bike development, I believe that if we can consider the mosaico with a piece like this, Marco probably is a part of the mosaico, but the piece is like this.
Marco Bezzecchi bounces back quite brilliantly in Buram. Bezzecchi has been brilliant here in Brazil. He wins our first Brazilian Grand Prix. Marco Bezzecchi crosses the line. The Bezzecchi blitz continues in MotoGP.
He takes a fifth victory in a row.
Most consecutive wins in the modern era, back to back to back to back to back.
The contribute of Marco in the development of the bike, and also to understanding the way that this bike has to be ridden, was fundamental for Jorge, because Jorge somehow arrived with a product developed by the job of Marco, and also looking to the data was clear in the way that has to be managed and handled.
Hacemos trabajo de equipo, ¿no? Por las tardes nos estamos juntos, intentamos entender cómo mejorar, cómo él me puede ayudar, cómo yo le puedo ayudar, y luego en pista cada uno su historia, pero es muy importante para el proyecto tener esa madurez de, aunque somos rivales, tenemos que remar en la misma dirección.
Having Jorge, that is a very fast rider, very strong, helps me as a rider to be more motivated. We push each other to try to improve. We speak about our problems, and this for sure can help the engineers to have more feedbacks.
Jorge Martin completes a fairy tale 1-2 for the factory Aprilia squad. It's another factory Aprilia 1-2. Jorge Martin crossing line just over 2 seconds back in second place.
'78 is very good.
Yeah.
Much better. At least he's giving me more feedbacks, more information. I mean, he's a bit more clear what to do, where is the limit.
But you feel the warm-up time is...
Very similar to the medium, but the edge grip is much more.
Okay.
And the confidence in braking is also much more.
The Aprilia bike was quite famous for the rubber consumption of the rear tire. They were every time on top of the measurement. And now we are more in line with the average and could make a big difference at the end of the race.
Winner in Thailand by over 5 seconds. Winner here today in Goiânia by over 3 seconds.
And also we are able to use more the front tire soft, because at the beginning, due to the characteristic of the bike, they were not able to use the soft one for QP, for example. So it was difficult in qualification.
Marco Bezzecchi is going to start our opening Grand Prix of the campaign from pole position. their first ever front row lockout. They're in dreamland. They can't quite believe it.
Working with Marco, honestly it's quite easy. He's speaking quite deeply on the tire, almost describe every corners, every straight.
Ho un pelo troppo slide quando apro il gas alla 4, alla 5, alla 6 e alla 11 e alla 17.
When you find a decent setup, you stress a little bit less overall the tires. So when you are able to feel yourself comfortable on the bike, this for sure helps. Also for the tire management. Thomas is doing a wonderful job always with the tire. We speak a lot and we try to analyze all the pros, all the cons, to try to analyze everything and be ready for every situation.
We are sure it's a short run with a full wet condition. Medium soft, yes, I think, medium soft.
We try to work to have under control all the parameters. We try to focus to calm down the bike in the exit of the corner, changing the power delivery, changing the electronic philosophy, and also working other aspects like the aerodynamics.
All the engineers are trying to do their best to give me all the information, all the details that I can improve while I'm riding, but also we try to study what we can improve in terms of setting on the bike. Every person counts a lot inside the box.
I saw many changes. For example, some people in the staff take in account all the feedback, all the advice. Also, less turnover in the team. People know each other much better, work easier together. And this is coming from people like Massimo.
He's a super enthusiastic man, invasive in a positive way, inspiring you or giving you some idea. Clearly he's not an engineer, he's a lead and moved by the passion, but in another way he's respecting a lot the job of the technician, and this is super important in this job.
What do you think for 12 lap is the right choice? It looks the soft with his knee. According to the soft, to the for us. For us, maybe it's the medium.
Me, a little bit more on medium, honestly.
We don't have you.
They have, but because it's a sprint distance, they prefer to be on soft.
Yeah, Miller does take 11th place from Marco Bezzecchi, so it's flipped around. In terms of the factory Aprilia riders, it's Martin ahead of Bezzecchi. Not that either of them are anywhere close to the front of the grid.
I go into corner 7 with not a lot of stability because of this rear movement and this small wheelie that I have in the shifting. Riesco a essere dolce sul cambio, tante volte non viene dato e allora dopo si muove. Cioè è troppo brusca.
For sure there are more things we need to improve. The stability is one of this, but you know, it's difficult. Every track is different, so we never know until we ride how the bike is working. So we need to be patient and wait race by race to try to understand how is the situation, but the character never changes. Yeah, he's still nervous.
Marco Bezzecchi is proof that dreams do come true. He takes a fairy tale home success here in Mugello. Simply the best, simply the best day of his career.
I saw the team from almost the bottom, struggling to fight for the top 10, until now, fighting for podium almost every weekend.
If we keep working the same way that bring us to arrive to this level, we can be competitive.
It was not an easy process, but now we are a little bit better. We try to improve a little bit faster.